Welcome everybody to Girls Can't Geekland, and it's your girl GokusGodCousin, and welcome to Counsel Culture. You know, basically, before we start anything, Counsel Culture is all about breaking stigmas, keeping an open insight and an open mind as a nerd, and instead of counseling people, let's talk about it. Let's have some dialogue. Also, before we start, I'm just going to give a quick disclaimer, a trigger warning. So we definitely are going to be talking about gender roles, sex, a little bit, balls, titties, and maybe spoilers, possibly. Just a little bit of that stuff. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get the introductions out of the way. It's me. I'm Goku, God's cousin. Y'all already know who I am. And next we have my girl.
Hi, it's SD Trinity, part of the Squad. I'm welcome to be here. Hey.
Hi, my name's Crystal Navarro, and I'm the clinical advisor for Counsel Culture.
And we have some special guests from way back when. I went to school with all of them. That's not true. I didn't go to school with any of them. But my boys, the 3Ninjas from the 3Ninjas podcast. You guys want to go ahead and introduce yourselves?
Sure. I'm 1/3 of the dojo, 3Ninjas podcast. I go by the name of Domino. Appreciate you for having us.
I'm Hesh Jones, another third of the 3Ninjas. Thank you for having us on.
And I go by the name of Bobby. I'm another third of the 3Ninjas podcast, and I'm here.
Thank you. Why y'all sound so shaky? Y'all okay?
I'm good. I'm just waiting for everything to start.
We're not gonna bite. It's all good.
I'm good.
Hey, we'll see.
No, oh my gosh. Oh my god. That's not what we're here for, buddy. Okay. Y'all ready? All right. So today we are going to be talking about the good, the bad, the block, and the ban, the duality of sexuality. So there's this whole thing that has been brought to my attention. And I was like, why not we talk about it and then have more insight, not just from our perspective as women, as them, you know what I'm saying, but also have perspective as men as well, or people who identify as men, that kind of thing. So just in general, let's talk about Twitch. Okay, we all know that there's some things on Twitch that some people can do that some people can't do. And the people that do it, should we be upset? Should we be mad? Or should we be like, okay, what can I do? You know what I'm saying? Should we, give them that camaraderie? What exactly is this? Where should you go with this? So for those of you who may not know who Twitch is, and you might be listening, your nerd bag might be books. Your nerd bag might be movies. And Twitch is just not in your nerd bag. I'm just going to explain really quickly what Twitch is. So Twitch is basically like this streaming platform where millions of people can get together and chat and have fun, in quotations, APA format, Twitch 2001. Bring my people that like to type. Okay. That's straight from the website. But in general, you can basically stream yourself doing anything, playing guitar, video games, just chatting. You can watch YouTube videos with people. You can even sew. You can cook food. You can braid your scalp. You can clean your toes. Anything, okay? Anything you want to do, you could do, okay? Within reason, okay? You have whatever you like, this or that, digital planets, whatever. It's just all that. All right, so Twitch is just a streaming platform where you can have people subscribe to your page. You can subscribe for a certain amount of time. You can, give them bits, send them tokens, give them money, that kind of thing. And there have been people that have gained notoriety from basically, putting it all out there or putting it in there within reasons. You know what I'm saying? Yes. And so the first one we're going to talk about is Amouranth. Okay. So Amouranth is super popular. Thank you for that commercial. We don't get that really well.
You got to subscribe. Got a sub.
You're going to get the 30-second ads.
But Amouranth is basically one of the most popular. And so basically, she streams in a bikini, you know what I'm saying? Or a cute, sexy or lewd outfit. And she is just, popping around or watching 90 Day Fiance and
Hesh, fix your face.
Oh, Lord, Hesh.
I'd say one word.
Keep it together.
That's why I said fix your face, dog.
I was sitting here minding my own business.
Cool.
Listening intently.
Yes.
Oh
Are you?
gosh.
Yes, I'm listening.
So basically, Amouranth is one of them. And another one that we have, she's not even, like I said, Twitch isn't, you don't have to just play video games. She's just watching a TV show. And another one we have is Exo Aerial. And Exo Aerial basically does something which I found out is very common. It's called ear licking. You know, they basically set up the microphone, set up a mic, and they sensuously lick plastic ears. And you pay to listen to them lick the plastic ears with your head.
Oh, she going in.
Yeah.
And yeah, she is going in. Wow.
Oh,
One
she in that
sub
bitch.
for
Okay,
1 minute
cool.
of licking. Tier 2 or 3 for 2 minutes of licking. Just, she's got the facial expressions. Oh, rolling the eyes to the back of the head. Go girl. You go. You go ahead and you lick them ears. And then next but not least, I was trying to find a guy that did something similar. And we have Jake and Bake Live.
Yeah.
Jake and Bake Live. You know, in the hot tub, in his Le Speedo, he's like, "Oh, I have to fix that light."
She couldn't show nipples on Twitch.
Well, men's nipples.
So, well, see, that's
Men's
the issue.
nipples. There you go.
Okay.
There you go. Thank you, Bob.
Got you.
just got the cakes out with 3D models in the tub. You know what I'm saying? In the plastic pool. He's like, oh, and then he has names written down on his arm. Let's discuss this. Like, what is the honest thing about how you feel about this? Like, in terms of gender roles, is there a good to this? Is there a bad? Is there a negative aspect? What should be blocked, should be banned? And as streamers or gamers, or the person that, you know, consumes this content, how do you feel? Please give your honest perspective. Remember to use I statements, you know, I feel like. But first, I would like to have Crystal go, and so that she can, in terms of like the gender roles, and as a streamer, what do you feel is the good, the bad, or what should be blocked or banned in terms of this?
Yeah, sure. Also, I'll just give a little background too of my knowledge, so it doesn't seem like it's just a random person talking about gender roles. So I went to, back in university, I worked with one of the top research professors in the gender field, actually. So his name is Dr. Campbell Leeper, and he was my advisor while I was there. And so we did some pretty cool projects around gender roles, gender stereotyping, and how television affects children and what they think of gender roles, perhaps even their career goals as well. So that's a little bit about me. And as we all know, Twitch is a growing large community. Gaming is super huge. A lot of people want to get into our industry. And so right now there's tons of children watching this sort of content. So, you know, it's great that we're talking about this because it's kind of something we should be regulating for our children, for our future generations. So, you know, I think it's great. Like when I watched Amrith, you know, I've actually spoken to her around mental health and things like that. And, you know, it is something that definitely helps her. Like, you know, I think as long as you're doing something that helps you, like, that's great. Like, do what you need to do to help sustain yourself. But I think that, you know, there's definitely drawbacks to putting yourself out there as a woman in such streams like that. Research actually shows that with streams in general, just being a woman, there's a lot of like harassment, tends to be a lot of comments around the physical appearance, body, things like that. But then when we look at men's streams, it's more about the content. So if we're watching like a gamer or a pro player or something, there people in the stream are talking about
Mhm.
the game or what's going on. They're not talking about what they're wearing or how they
Mhm.
look, things like that. So it seems like the traditional gender roles of women needing to take care of their appearance and men being more valued for what they do is kind of reflected in these sorts of content on Twitch. It's very interesting how kind of the old values are still kind of held even today in 2021.
21, right.
Yeah. So, I think that it's important to talk about that and just say, like, it's great that people are able to express themselves in that way and sustain themselves and their lifestyles. But we also need to be aware of, like, hey, our children are watching this. They might think like, oh, for me to be attractive or to get any sort of career in life that gains popularity, like I'm gonna have to take my clothes off, or like I'm gonna have to, do certain things that maybe they're not comfortable with, but because Amaranth is popular, they're like, oh, they might look up to her and think like, oh, this is something that I need to do.
You kind of put yourself in that space where you're not asked to be a role model, but you automatically become one. So the things that you do, I'm happy that you've spoken to before, because I had never heard of her before. But in terms of, I didn't think about it from a perspective of, like, before me researching for this, I didn't think about it from a perspective of her, that it could also be something that helps her like relax and I guess get things off. But I didn't think the way I perceived it. I guess in my mind, I have some traditional things that I have to break apart, because I'm like, in terms of a perspective as a woman, I always think about my outward appearance and perspective, but I'm thinking about the negative aspect of her being in a bikini, and like, is that what I have to do to get people to listen, to get people to understand? And with men, but there is a thing with me and male streamers, I like to see their faces. And I'm like, is this me just putting my thing on them? Because I don't like to watch streams where guys don't show their face. So I'm like, I want to see, like, I don't know, but most of their content, it's like, how good are you at this? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not so much so like they're trying to see what you got. They want to see, okay, can you beat this level? How fast can you beat this level? Like, I'm tired of this. Let's move forward. I don't know.
Yeah.
With that
actually,
no, you go.
Well,
keep going.
Actually, I was gonna say, so in the media, they've actually kind of trained us to automatically think that way too. Because if you notice in like magazines or billboards, advertisements, things like that, when it comes to a man being shown, it's usually his face, like nothing below really the chest area. Then when it comes to women, usually it's the whole body or like parts of their body.
Yes.
So it's very interesting how they've kind of conditioned us to think that way.
Oh gosh, I'm conditioned. But thank you so much, Crystal, for being here and joining us. And my ninjas, I'm gonna put the ball in your court. How do you feel about this? And give me your honest opinion. We want that dialogue.
Hey, Bob, if you with it, I'm with it, dog.
I mean, I will hope that you're with it, because I mean, that's why I want you here. I want you to still be yourself.
Yeah.
You feel me? All right. Well, I mean, my ninjas, are y'all ready to tune in?
Yeah, let's go.
I'm ready.
Bobby Hesh, you want to take it? Or you want me to take it?
No, you got this, King. Oh, Bobby got it.
Yep. Well, it's a thing that we talked about before, because we talk about a lot of Amaranth topics, and one of these came up before. And my thing is, it don't bother me that they're making money from it. The thing that bothers me is that it kind of needs a healthy medium. But what I'm starting to see is, like, Amaranth is getting so big and it's getting to the point to where I think Trim was saying it. When Trim was saying, it's like the balance is like tipping to the point where they see her getting so popular, then after that, other girls is gonna follow suit. But I be mad. I be mad sometimes because I be like, damn, I wish I could do that and get some money. But
Nah, dog, that shit is
But
weird, man.
let me not interrupt
That's
you,
too
but
much.
I feel like you can. Like, I feel like you guys can, but you feel like you can't for some reason. Like, I honestly feel like, what if, people might look at you weird, but it's worth a shot, because I appreciate when y'all be showing your faces and stuff, but like, we got Jake, who, I mean, even though it was a parody.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a joke. This shit is weird, dog.
If I started looking at errors on the internet, y'all would run me off the internet.
Yeah, like, yo,
Fact, like,
that's not my boy, Hesh.
Be somebody's bag, though.
Nah,
It might
if
be.
me looking like me started looking at errors on the internet, they'd be like, yo, this man's weird. Him in an asylum, get him out of here. He gotta go. What is he doing?
The thing is, why does it have to be on Twitch? It's a lot of other sites that you could do this on, and you can make the same amount of money. Because when you go on Twitch, you know the type of crowd you get in these geeks. You getting these like borderline incels. Like you getting all these weirdos that just want to see a woman do this. But you can go on Cam Soda, do this on Pornhub, do the exact same thing. You don't got to get. You can dress just how you dressing right now. You can have your bikini on. You could do all that cool stuff, but I thought Twitch was just for like gaming and just chatting and stuff like that. I ain't know that we was getting like borderline explicit.
The thing is, it's not just for gaming. You can sew, you can cook, you can do anything.
That's because somebody found a loophole and then they was like, oh, you know what? You're right. We did forget to add that in.
Isn't there a whole like hot tub section now on Twitch?
Yeah, it's pools, hot tubs, and beaches.
Yeah. So, I mean,
but they just added that maybe like 4 or 5 months ago after this became popular because of this girl and like a few others. But like I said, they found a loophole where you could do this shit. And then when Twitch tried to ban them or like suspend them, they were like, whoa. It doesn't say in the terms of services that we can't do this, that, and the third. They was like, you know what? You're right. And then just let them rock.
Yeah.
So should there be a section for ear licking on Twitch?
That should be on YouTube.
I don't know. We just don't know it.
I mean, like I said, keep going. It's like you are totally validated in the way that you feel. Do you guys want to say anything else?
My personal opinion is that it makes other women gamers look bad. As in, because if you keep popularizing that, it's gonna get to a point where you're gonna have these dudes. You know how they are. They're gonna come in this comment section. They be like, "Oh, show your titties," and it's like, "Oh shit, I don't do that over here." But I mean,
that happened with one girl that we was talking about because when we talk about the Amaranth thing, it's another girl. She's fully clothed, but every time she gets on camera, like gets up and does anything, bends over, leans over, somebody screenshots. Oh yeah, so now they think they get that from every female. Just makes the site weird.
Yeah. I'm actually going to agree with a lot with what you guys actually just said. Cause I do stream on Twitch. And I'm like, at first I was like, wow, they really out here getting money in a hot tub doing nothing. Like absolutely nothing. You tell me I could sit here in my bikini and watch like HGTV. Like I could watch someone get their home remodeled right now, and all because I'm in a bikini, I have now thousands of followers, thousands of views, just money, subs, bits being thrown at me. At first, I was super salty about it. I'm not even gonna front. I was salty because I'm sitting here like, I just want to get my 75 views.
Yeah, my titties ain't making me no money.
I could be a partner and then I could just live the rest of my Twitch life out. You know what I mean? That's all I wanted. And seeing something like that, I was just like, wow. And again, it went to, is this what I need to start doing?
You know, another thing that makes it weird is that money aspect. Because when they start throwing money at you, there's a sense of ownership in that. Like, you ever seen the movie Players Club? Remember when Marvin followed homegirl up from the club? He's like, I spent a lot of money on you. And now it feels like personalized. It feels like, oh, this is my virtual girlfriend or some shit like that. And it just starts to get weird after that.
Yeah. And I run into the situation that you said earlier, how guys will end up coming to the stream and be like, oh, you're cute, but show some ass.
Where the titties at?
And I'm like, I'm playing Call of Duty right now. I don't have time to, first of all, think about showing off my ass or titties. I am dying. My kill to death ratio is shitty right now. Okay. I don't have time to do this. But then when you, like I said, then you see how much money they are making. And it's just like, I mean, I could lose and get money at the same time, like more than I'm normally getting. I'm okay with, it's like, whatever. And then I got to the point where I was just like, that's their life. That's their page, their stream, their channel. Yeah. That's not me. I don't control that. I don't have any say in it. Even if I give them money or not, whether I follow them or not, I have no say in what they're doing. So seeing, like we just recently looked, she had well over almost 13,000 people watching her. And what is she doing? Watching
videos in a bikini in an inflatable tub in a fucking room.
And doing nothing. And I'm like, bro, I need to be doing this. I need to do something. And then the whole ear licking thing was
weird, dog.
I don't know where that came from.
It's sensory overload.
It came from the mukbangs and stuff like that.
I knew it was a thing, but I didn't. When I first seen it, it shocked the hell out of me. I was like, just ASMR? Like,
nah, that's how the mukbangs
evolve. Am I on
Twitch?
I thought it was on Pornhub. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
It's both of those things, right? Combined.
And that's the thing is one of our good friends, Jessica Eve, she actually does her whole stream pretty much is just ASMR where she's whispering, but it's not licking a microphone. It's not licking ears. So it's getting to that point where you're like, okay, I'm okay with ASMR. And then even the mukbangs, I've done a few mukbangs on my stream. Yes. And it's fun because I like to eat. It's not because I'm like, give me all your money. I'm just like, I
requested one. I requested one for sure. Because I like to see Black women with long nails eat crab legs. It's very nostalgic for me. And then when they pop their lips, I'm like, yes, takes me back to my childhood. Please let me give you a token. So
and I remember you're like, do one for me, and I was
That's
like,
how
I'm
you eat a dry biscuit.
Saturday.
Eat a Popeye's biscuit ASMR.
Bobby trying to commit a murder on stream.
Nah, that'll be dope. And then you like give her bits for like every bit. She can't take a drink of water for that many seconds or something like that.
Hey, I'm writing that down. Let me put that in my notebook. I'll do it.
Just throw me like 5 cents every time. I got you. Got
like
that idea.
I'll get a whole big thing of just Popeye biscuits, and it's like every 5 subs you gift, I'll eat 1 biscuit, and then they'll be like, yeah, and people will probably do it. Shit. And first of all,
I mean, there is. I think there's also there are kinks.
Oh, absolutely.
That we don't know about. Like there are people on Twitch that also sit on balloons, I believe. You know what I'm saying? But that's a big
What's the thing?
Yes. That's the thing. So
I saw that on a Japanese game show. I didn't think that was like a thing though.
And people who like inflatables, that's a thing. Yeah. But I think that's also like there are loopholes that like I don't think that Twitch realized how do you guys think that platform even realized how far people would be willing to go with certain things? But also there's a part of me that wants to go back. And I really appreciate your insight, Crystal, because I did not think about it from the perspective of Amarath feeling like this was an outlet for her. But I also have a part of me that's like, I wouldn't be able to do that because it's not an outlet for me. In terms of me showing myself on social media more, me showing my face and my body more, it is an outlet. So I'm like, maybe that's what it is for her. Because for so long, I couldn't even look at myself on camera. So, is it that like when it comes to that, I'm like, I had no idea. I was just thinking about how in my bag I was that, I will lose everything if I put myself in a bikini like that on the internet and I was not on a beach or in a convention, I would lose my job outside of this. Mm-hmm. And it's just like that freedom, that I feel like it's unfair in regards to that. But I see how this is good for her and how that aspect of y'all know when you really glow up, y'all know what you start doing when you really feeling yourself. Like, how do you guys feel about yourselves? I hope you feel secure in yourself. Like when you really knew that you were the shit, like for real. And you like, let me just flex a little bit. You feel me? And if you feel like you the shit when you buy a bottle of Henny and that's what you want to put on Instagram, you know, that's your prerogative, you know, because, you know, for men it's different, you know.
Bacardi.
You know, that's a whole nother, like, you know, but when you are really feeling yourself, and I didn't think about it in that aspect for like in terms of that. So it's like in this situation, is there a place where we can be mad? Like, where can we really be? Where should we be? What should we be upset with? Or what are you upset with more so? Other, like, outside of it being a double standard, outside of it being a thing that, you know, in traditional sense, even though we're in 2021, we're still stuck in traditional roles where women, in order for people to pay attention to you and give you money, you have to be focused on what you look like, and you don't have to be good, or you could be good. You could be, you can, I don't play Call of Duty. My ADHD is terrible. I can't focus enough. I lose focus so bad. I don't know where to look. I'll be looking at how nice the trees and the graphics are, and I mess myself up real bad.
Oh, you got
I'm like, oh,
did
yes, look at that. Oh, wait, who am I supposed to be shooting? Like, I can't.
A
So,
squirrel.
for me, that's how it is. No, legitimately, I'll get so distracted from all that's going. It's a sensory thing, and I can't do it. But anyways, like, where outside of it being a switch on role, a switch on gender roles, and us understanding the, like, I guess a privilege that people, you know, that men can do this for real and be respected, and as a woman, you aren't respected even if you are good, you know, and that, you know, we trying to really break that. Is there anything else that you feel? Is there any way that you think that we can make this better? You know what I'm saying? Like, what would it take?
Nah, we
men
need
to
those
do?
standards. Men don't need to be doing this.
What?
Men,
Why not?
You can't listen. You can do whatever the hell you want, bro. Whatever you want to do with your body. If you feeling like the shit that day, you can go ahead and get naked, get you a pool, and do it too. But I think, like, I don't know of any men. Maybe I don't look for them. But I don't know of any men that have gotten popular off of this. I think women like to see. I think if women wanted to see some shit like this, they would want to look at other women. I don't know if they would like click on a man's hot tub pool thing. I don't know. I'm asking now. If you had the choice to click on a voluptuous, beautiful woman, or somewhat fit man, kind of handsome, but he's in a pool, just in a pool, chilling, watching YouTube videos, which would you prefer? Which would make you feel less weird?
You know what? Trent, you go first. Because I want to say, is it because you just don't see men that look like that often because they're thinking like you're thinking?
Nah, it just look like, if I picture it in my head, which I don't, it just look weird to see a man bouncing up and down, splashing around in a fucking inflatable pool. Just looks stupid.
Old Town Road.
Like, it looks stupid, yo.
Well, how can I put this? So I'm gonna just use my baby daddy, Jason Momoa. Okay, that man is fine. Okay.
Oh no, that's a handsome ass man.
That man for everybody.
On Twitch, being Aquaman, I'ma go ahead and subscribe. I'm gonna throw some biddies, and that's just because that's what I visually like to look at. And again, just like with her and the ear licking, I forgot her name too. I'm so sorry. People like that. They like to see what is appealing to them. They like to see or even hear what's appealing to them. Now, of course, to you, like you said, it would be just stupid. Like, what's the guy's name that was in the tub? Because we know he was
Jake and Bake.
Yes, him. I personally think I don't know if I would subscribe, but I would watch just because I'm like, I know what he's doing. I know what you're doing, and I'm here for it because you can prove that it's not only like, quote unquote, people that identify as women are doing, that he could do it too if he wants to. And it might have been a joke because he was in the video, he's like, oh, I have to fix this light. People are like in the chat, like, yeah, go fix the light, because they were joking.
See like, how weird that is?
I'm gonna go fix, you know what I mean? And then went to do it.
Man with no yeeks either.
He was still getting that money.
He was getting his bag though, even though it was a parody.
And that's the thing is, when it comes to, from what I visually see when I'm on Twitch, if I'm watching a guy on Twitch, most likely he's playing a video game. He's not shirtless
Yeah.
and oiled up and on a Lapras, Pokemon floaty in a pool. Like, it's just not a thing. I mean, I would like to see it, but it's just not a thing.
You go to the gym for like 6 months and give me a Lapras. He's gonna pay for it. Shit, if niggas giving out money, hey, come on.
People
But
pay
I
for
think
anything.
Crystal said was like, we go on Twitch to see guys actually playing, doing something, achieving something, whatever their kill streak, whatever it is, getting all the trophies for that game, whatever it is. But for the women on stream, it's like, how good does she look? Like, is she visually going to capture me long enough for me to be like, all right, I'll follow at least. Maybe I'll subscribe. You know what I mean? And it goes back to that ownership that you said of, if I give her this money to have her at least stand up for 3 seconds, she is now mine, because I'm going to keep giving her money. She's going to keep doing
just keep doing it. Yeah.
Yeah. But guy gamers, it's just like, oh, I'm giving him my money and stuff because I wish I could be that good, or like maybe I can get him to play on my team.
Oh my God, triple kill. Oh my God.
Yeah, like it's a very stark difference between the guys and the girls on Twitch. Now, I'm here for whatever you want to do, whatever you want to do. I do wish there were more like women of color doing this, because don't get me wrong, Emrith, she's really pretty. I see why people are staring at her, but I would like to see someone else.
I mean, black women got hard enough on Twitch as is. I don't want
where you're going with this is where I wanted to kind of go next with us. Like, is there a fear of what we can and not do because of the stereotypes that we know that there is? But what about us being people of color? What about when we add that stigma or that perspective on things? As a black woman, what do you feel like you can do or what you can't do? Would you get banned faster? Because you did that. Is there that stipulation where I know, like, if I post something, if I have the same outfit on as somebody else and it don't do like this, but it do like that, and it do like that, and that,
do like that.
I might not be able to. I might get like in Facebook jail or Instagram, or what, as a person of color, as black men, as streamers, what do you feel like you can and can't do? Like, let's add that to it. As people of color, what do you think that puts even more pressure on us to put things and adhere to that norm or that stereotype? What do you guys think?
I don't know. I don't feel like there's nothing as a black man that I can't do onto it. I just feel like it's certain shit as a man I just wouldn't do, like in the view of the public, because a lot of that shit, we just deem as like white people shit. It's like weird shit sometimes. So it's like our culture, we just don't do that type of wayward shit all the time. It's a few of us that do, but a lot of us that be like, nah, we not on that type of time.
I mean, in that case, we got, don't make me go to the, you watch cartoons, head ass,
Yeah,
Goku's into all that Harry Potter, that witch stuff, that's witchcraft, that.
I mean, but you live down south, so that might be like a part of culture that I don't know about. I don't know. I would have to ask questions.
Down south, like I have friends that have not watched Harry Potter because their parents feel like that's witchcraft.
It's the devil.
Yeah,
what they be doing?
Yeah, but I'm also, y'all are. Can I say y'all are in Connecticut? Even though I already said whatever. Well, y'all are in Connecticut. Okay, I'm in North Carolina. So, in terms of being a nerd that's black here, there's differences that y'all, there are things that you guys don't have to worry about. You know what I'm saying? But this is more so about Twitch.
Yeah.
It can go with Twitch too. Trinity, is there anything that you feel?
Yes. I always have something.
Wonderful. That's why I love you.
When it comes to Twitch, like I said, watching her and watching the other girl lick ear microphone, and even watching Jake do his thing or whatever. We see that and we're like, oh, that's funny, or yeah, you go, girl, you got it, do whatever you want to do, make that money, right? But if it was someone that is like of Latin descent or Hispanic or of Black descendants, African American, whatever you want to go by, it's then seen as we're hypersexualized. And then it's like, oh, she a hoe, she's a hoochie. Oh, she just out here trying to get money. They all about money. And this is just normal stuff that I see on Twitch and off Twitch, on like Facebook or Twitter or Instagram, you know, stuff like that. So if they are not of Caucasian descent, it is now seen in a negative light, which sucks because it's like I identify as a woman. I'm a woman. I got titties. I got booty. I want to sit in a hot tub and watch 90 Day Fiance too, and have 12,000 followers watching with me. You know what I mean? I mean, they probably haven't watching the show. They're watching me watch the show. But I want that too, without someone being like, "Oh, she's just a hoochie mama. She just showing all that ass. That's too much ass." You know what I mean? Like it's
never too much
sexual. I got kids that watch this, even though Twitch. If you go on my page, I have it where you have to be 18 or older. And now I have it where, I mean, they've updated since then, but you got to verify that you're 18 type of thing. If your kid can get through all that and you're still watching, I want you as a parent to be like, I'm now monitoring my child.
Yeah,
like
that's a parenting thing.
That's a definite parenting thing. But outside, if you're 18 or older and you on that and you're coming at me like, oh, you're gross, you're nasty, put some clothes on, nobody wants to see that. Oh, you're just trying to copy her. You know, I don't want to hear it. You know what I mean? Get your money. I'm gonna get my money. Like I said, I'm gonna go find a pool. I'm gonna blow it up. Maybe I'll play Call of Duty in the pool in a bikini, so I get both views. I'd be like, oh, she killing people and
that controller.
Why not? But I feel like guys, I think you guys can do it too.
Yeah,
I think you guys can do it too. All y'all got facial hair. Okay. I know a lot of ladies that be like, oh, I want to touch his beard. Ooh,
right. Y'all got different shades, different sizes. Y'all, I mean, hey, look, you know what?
I'm sit on his face. Oh my God. Look at my new chair. Oh my God.
I would pay to watch a nigga grill some meat on Twitch.
With a grill?
Where?
Yes, on the grill, marinated.
Yo, Bobby.
Oh, I thought you. I thought you.
Yo, Bobby, set your shit up.
Oh, you being nasty?
Moisturize your joint.
I thought Sierra said she liked to watch things with grills. Like, so.
Oh, you mean like the mouth grills?
He's like, hey, welcome to my street.
I mean,
nah, she mean nigga fillet that steak.
Okay, here's the weird thing I do.
Daddy's
you know, sometimes to relax.
No better apron on.
Oh my gosh, shut up. I mean, but hey, if that's what gets you them biddies, you know what I'm saying? You know, balls for biddies. I don't know. But, instead of biddies for titties, it could be biddies for balls. I don't know. But I'm just saying. I watch guys,
so this week we gonna
like,
marinate the shrimp.
Where they like wait a certain period and then they shave it off and have their waves showing. Like, I mean, you could do that on Twitch. You can grill on Twitch, like moisturize your beard, make beard oil, whatever, wrap your do-rag, you know what I'm saying?
See how all that shit involves you being clothed?
You don't have to, I mean, you can do it with no shirt on.
You could literally be in some get some Fenty boxers, okay?
Right.
Put them on.
Oh yeah.
The silky purple one she got out right now.
Right.
And do what you do normally. Like literally just put your camera back a little bit, sit in your chair, just play your game as normal.
Or you can play your game in some gray sweatpants. I mean,
it is fall. We expect the gray sweatpants. Okay.
In that case, that's what we need to do, like research.
Season.
We need to do research on like the ratio of men to women on Twitch, because if I do that and I don't get no subs, no biddies, and I'm just out here for my own sake, I'm gonna be upset that I hold myself up.
First of all, you got to stop acting like you don't have to promote your channel like you got a mixtape and you selling tapes out the back of your trunk.
I mean, when you got teasers, it's a little easier. Like when you Emirath, it's easy to promote that.
All you got to do is have you walking through the door with gray sweatpants on, follow my
and just say sub.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, honestly,
that's all you got to do. Share that on.
Here's the thing. We know for a fact there is way more men
to see this print.
Exactly.
There really is. There's way more men than women on Twitch. We can see it in our follows. We can see like, okay, I know that's guy, girl. Like one girl for every 10 guys, pretty much is what it seems like to me. But you could just have set a day, like in the middle of the week, like, hey, I'm listening to my tracks,
don't watch.
or I'm playing this, and then Gray Sweatpants Wednesday. You could do it, and just see eventually what happens, because you can also search by tags and stuff too. So if you put a tag that says Gray Sweatpants,
it's a sweatpants Saturday.
Yeah.
You got it. Exactly. You got it, and
like,
then you can do it.
Just like we know that Twitch is still in the.
I get my camera. I'm about to hold myself out.
Oh, well, I mean, don't think of it as you holding yourself out. You know, just.
But see how you got that is how they see anybody.
You're not.
Color.
Thank you, Trent. It doesn't have to be you holding yourself out. You know what I'm saying? You can use your like. It's not just with women. Like it. I don't think y'all just. Stop
it's just unnecessary.
That shit is weird, because it's not, because there are people that will pay for it. There are people that will pay for anything.
If that ain't in the spirit, like it's hard to do that if that ain't in your spirit.
Yeah, like if you ain't just a naturally like flashy, conceited nigga, it's kind of hard for you to just
like that.
I just want to play Star Wars.
Yeah, I don't want to take my clothes off.
Star Wars.
Stop objectifying me.
No, but see, you don't have to do that. But then again, you don't have to do that. But then again, if you think about it, we can't be mad at the people that are doing it. You can't. Yeah. You cannot be mad at that. Like I said, at first I was hella salty. I was over here in my corner just like,
But you was mad because you couldn't bring yourself to do it. You wasn't mad at like nothing else. That's like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it was more of me like, I can't do that. Yeah. But now I'm like, I think I should. I'm good. I'm good. I'm gonna do it every Saturday. Pool Saturdays. I don't know. Splash pool Saturdays is what's gonna happen.
Right. But I'll send you Matt. I'll send you money for crab legs, Trent. If you go,
hey, let me know. I'll bring the nails back too. I'll be click clack 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 clack. But it's Twitch has gotten to the point where yes, it started off as gaming, and then it went into okay, you could do your cooking, your sewing wigs. You can now it was ASMR. Then it went to ASMR of mukbangs. Then it went from mukbangs to licking ears to whatever the next thing is, sucking on a pickle. Who knows?
Hey now.
But it doesn't go against their guidelines because it's such a broad guideline that
not
they
in
have.
Their TOS.
Their TOS is just like, well, you say I can't suck on pickles.
You didn't say I couldn't suck an inanimate object.
Yeah, pick a Rick.
Pick a Rick.
Yeah. But it's just one of those things. It's just like, it's such a broad thing that one, I can't be mad at someone doing their own thing because it has nothing to do with me. Two, I was salty. I'm not salty no more. She can do her own thing. She can, and the other girl can go lick ears, and Jay can go ahead and mimic what they're doing. By all means, he was still getting biddies. He was still getting subs. So I mean, he was doing something.
He was,
and just go from there. So, I mean, that's all I gotta say about that.
Is there anything?
Can I say something real quick?
Oh yes.
So actually, I think something that we're kind of dancing around, or maybe we just haven't noticed yet, is also people are paying for the emotional connection. Like that's why people are on Twitch. Like, you know, like you were saying, a trend, like you were saying, like, you know, I'm gonna watch HGTV, and like people are probably not watching, you know, it, but watching me. But you know, there are people that are watching the HGTV. Like there are people that are like, you know what? Yeah, she's in a bikini or whatever, but I want to watch 90 Day Fiance, and like this person is here, and I can pay her to interact with me, or I can pay him to interact with me. And like, you know, it's like a friend, especially right now during the pandemic. I know it's kind of weird right now because like things are closed and open, or like, you know, some places require vaccines and things like that. But at the end of the day, it's that connection, you know, like even with male streamers, like I'm going to pay you $5 to like, you know, to like you know, do this run with whatever gear or like whatever, like change your gun or like whatever, you know, they feel like they're a part of what's going on. Or with Amrith, like, I'm going to pay like $15 for you to change your bikini or something, you know, like, it's having this like friend that you can do things with that listens to you, even if it's for that like 5 seconds, you know. It's that emotional connection.
That's celebrity mentality. That's what I was trying to think of, because it's like if you hold up the sign at the concert and you're like, I love whoever, and they're like, hey, I see you with the sign, you feel important. You're like, oh,
you do feel connected. You do feel connected. And Crystal, thank you for adding that perspective, because I think it was mentioned as ownership, but it's not. And for some people, it's not that. It's just that I want to connect because I don't have anyone here that I can connect with. And I didn't think about it in that way. You know, people do want, you know, maybe they're in their house where they're the only person, or maybe they feel like, because you know, that in our community, there are people that don't feel attractive. They don't feel like, you know, they don't leave their room. And so they have a Twitch and there's this beautiful woman and I could, you know, do this and she'll interact with me, you know, or
I can just get her to notice me.
Well, yeah, notice or talk to, but it's not. But the thing is, people don't have that. Not everybody has that. So I didn't really think about it in terms of that aspect. And thank you, because that's the whole reason why people have Discord, so they connect from different places. You know what I'm saying? And the reason I watch my friends on Twitch is because I don't really hang out with that many people where I am that have the same viewpoint or perspective that I do. And I just didn't really. That's why you're here. Thank you so much.
Appreciate you.
Yes. But that I think that was a link that we were forgetting, that it is a connection for some people. And it adds, you know, it gives them a place where they can have a voice too. That's why they do it. So it's not, you know, there are people that have ill intention, but there are people that also just want to interact with somebody that they thought they never could interact with before. You know, so that's a really, thank you for making that aware for us to, you know, turn our blinders off. You know but thank you so much for being here. With that said, we're just gonna wrap up. Thank you so much, 3Ninjas, for being here. Domino, Bobby, Hesh, thank you.
Yeah.
It was great talking to you guys.
Yes, we definitely are gonna part 2 if you down. We're gonna add, you know, add a little bit more spice to the pie. You feel me?
Always down for the smoke.
Thank you. Crystal, thank you so much for being here. SD Trinity, thank you so much for joining me. And, you know, part 2 is going to be the Henny edition. Thank you. Yeah. We all going to have some Henny or some wine or something, or water if you're detoxing. You feel me? But with that being said, thank you so much for joining me, Geekland. Thank you for listening to Goku's Counsel Culture. I'm Goku's God Cousin, and peace out.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.